There lived a hardworking farmer named Chucks in a small village called Amankwo. Chucks was known for his big heart and friendly nature. Everyone in the village liked him except for one man named Okachukwu. Okachukwu was jealous of Chucks because he was loved by everyone and had a beautiful farm. Okachukwu's jealousy grew day by day until it turned into hate. He would always try to find ways to make Chuck's life difficult. One day, Okachukwu decided to do something terrible. He went to Chuck's farm at night and ruined all the crops. He thought, now, Chucks will have nothing to be proud of. The next morning, Chucks woke up to find his farm destroyed. He was heartbroken but did not know who could have done such a thing. His good friends Ngozi, Chinasa, and Amarachi came to comfort him. They promised to help him rebuild his farm. Weeks passed, and with the help of his friends, Chuck's farm started to recover. But Okachukwu was still not happy. He thought to himself, I need to do something even worse to make Chucks leave the village. One evening, Okachukwu visited a dark cave where a powerful witch lived. He asked the witch to cast a spell on Chucks that would make him leave Amankwo forever. The witch agreed but warned Okachukwu that hate always has a price. The next day, Chucks started feeling weak and sad for no reason. He could not work on his farm, and his friends were very worried. Ngozi, who was very wise, suspected that someone had cast a spell on Chucks. She suggested they visit Mama Ifinanya, the village healer. Mama Ifinanya listened carefully to Chuck's story. She said, Chucks, someone is filled with hate for you. But remember, love is stronger than hate. We need to find the person and show them love. This will break the spell. Chinasa, Amarachi, and Ngozi decided to help Chucks find out who had done this to him. They asked around the village but could not find any clues. Meanwhile, Okachukwu started feeling guilty about what he had done. The witch's warning echoed in his mind, and he began to regret his actions. One night, as Chucks lay in bed feeling weak, he saw a vision. It was his late grandfather who said, Chucks, your kind heart can turn hate to dust. Forgive the one who has wronged you, and you will find peace. The next morning, Chucks gathered his strength and decided to forgive whoever had cast the spell. He called a village meeting and said, someone here has done me wrong, but I want you to know that I forgive you. Let's put hate aside and live in peace. Hearing this, Okachukwu couldn't hold back his tears. He stepped forward and confessed, it was me. I was jealous and filled with hate. I am so sorry, Chucks. Chucks looked at Okachukwu and smiled. I forgive you, Okachukwu. Let's be friends and work together to make our village a better place. As soon as Chucks forgave Okachukwu, the spell was broken. Chucks felt his strength return, and the village cheered for the power of love and forgiveness. But little did they know, the witch had seen everything, and she was not happy about her spell being broken. She planned to take revenge on the village. That night, as the villagers celebrated, the witch brewed a powerful potion filled with anger and darkness. She whispered to herself, if love broke my spell, then I will cast an even stronger curse upon Amankwo. This village will know my wrath. The next morning, the sky over Amankwo turned dark and ominous. Thunder rumbled, and a chilling wind swept through the village. The villagers, sensing something was wrong, gathered at the center of the village. Chucks, Ngozi, Chinasa, Amarachi, and Okachukwu stood together, united in their new friendship. Suddenly, the witch appeared in a swirl of dark smoke. You think you can break my spell with mere forgiveness, she hissed. Now, you will face my true power. She raised her arms, and a dark cloud descended upon the village. The crops began to wither, and the villagers felt a heavy sadness weigh upon their hearts. The witch's laughter echoed through the air. This is what happens when you defy me. But Chucks, with newfound strength and love, stepped forward. We will not let your hate destroy us, he declared. Love is stronger than any curse you can cast. The villagers, inspired by Chuck's bravery, joined hands and began to sing a song of love and unity. Their voices grew louder, and the warmth of their hearts started to push back the darkness. The witch, taken aback by their power, tried to cast another spell, but her magic was no match for their collective love. The dark clouds began to lift, and the sun shone brightly once again. The crops revived, and the villagers felt their spirits lighten. The witch, now powerless, shrieked in frustration. How can this be? How can love be so powerful? Chuck stepped closer to the witch and said, "Your hate has no place here. We choose love, then love will always triumph over hate." The witch, realizing she had been defeated by the very force she underestimated, vanished into thin air, leaving behind a whisper, "This is not the end." The villagers cheered and hugged each other, grateful for their victory. Chucks, Ngozi, Chinasa, Amarachi, and Okachukwu stood together, proud of what they had accomplished. They knew that as long as they stayed united in love and friendship, they could overcome any challenge. As the village returned to normal, Chucks and Okachukwu worked side by side to make the farms flourish again. The bond between them grew stronger each day, a testament to the power of forgiveness and the strength of love. But the villagers knew they had to remain vigilant. The witch's parting words echoed in their minds, a reminder that love and unity must be nurtured and protected. Weeks passed, and Amankwo thrived under the warm sun and the villagers' hard work. Chucks and Okachukwu became the best of friends, often seen laughing and working together in the fields. The village prospered, and the story of how love triumphed over hate became a tale shared around evening fires. One day, as the children played near the river, a stranger arrived in Amankwo. She was an old woman, frail and weary from travel. Her clothes were tattered, and she leaned heavily on a wooden staff. The villagers gathered, curious about the newcomer. The old woman introduced herself as Amankwo. She explained that she had heard of Amankwo's victory over the Dark Witch and had come seeking refuge. The villagers, remembering the importance of kindness and unity, welcomed her with open arms. Amankwo was given a small hut near the edge of the village, and the children often visited her, fascinated by her stories of far-off lands and ancient wisdom. She became a beloved figure in Amankwo, her presence adding to the village's sense of peace and harmony. However, one night, as the moon hung low in the sky, Amankwo had a troubling dream. She saw the Dark Witch, now more powerful and angry, planning her return. Amankwo woke with a start and knew she had to warn the villagers. The next morning, Amankwo gathered Chucks, Ngozi, Chinasa, Amarachi, and Okachukwu. She shared her dream and warned them, the witch will return, stronger than before. We must prepare ourselves and strengthen our bonds of love and unity even more. The friends took Amankwo's warning to heart. They decided to teach the entire village about the power of love and unity. Each day, they held gatherings where they shared stories, sang songs, and performed acts of kindness. The villagers embraced these teachings, their bonds growing ever stronger. One evening, as the sun set, casting a golden glow over Amankwo, the Dark Witch appeared once more. Her eyes burned with fury, and she radiated a sinister power. "You think you can defeat me again?" she snarled. "This time, I will destroy your village and everyone in it." Chucks and his friends stood at the front of the village, facing the witch with unwavering courage. "We defeated you once with love," Chuck said firmly. "And we will do it again." The villagers, united in their resolve, gathered behind Chucks and his friends. They joined hands and began to sing a song of hope and love, their voices rising in harmony. The witch unleashed her dark magic, but the villagers' love created a powerful shield that repelled her spells. Seeing that her magic was failing, the witch grew desperate. She summoned all her remaining power for one final, devastating attack. But just as she was about to strike, Amankwo stepped forward, her eyes filled with a gentle but fierce determination. "You cannot destroy what is pure and true," Amankwo said softly. She raised her staff, and a brilliant light emanated from it, engulfing the witch. The villagers' song grew louder, their love stronger than ever. The witch screamed as the light enveloped her, and with one final burst of power, she was turned to dust. The dark clouds lifted, and the night sky was filled with twinkling stars. The villagers cheered, knowing they had triumphed once more. Chucks, Ngozi, Chinasa, Amarachi, Okachuku, and Mamankechi stood together, smiling. They knew that as long as they remained united in love and friendship, no darkness could ever conquer their village. The story of Amankwo's triumph over hate and darkness spread far and wide, inspiring many other villages to embrace love and unity. And so, Amankwo continued to flourish, a shining example of how love can turn even the darkest hate to dust. The villagers celebrated their victory long into the night, grateful for the lesson they had learned and the strength they found in one another. Chucks, Ngozi, Chinasa, Amarachi, Okachuku, and Mamankechi stood at the center of the celebration, their hearts filled with joy. As the night grew quieter and the stars shone brightly above, Mamankechi gathered the villagers one last time. "Remember," she said, "it is not magic or power that makes us strong. It is love, kindness, and unity. When we stand together, we can overcome any challenge." Chucks added, "We must continue to nurture our bonds and always choose love over hate. This is the true strength of Amankwo." The villagers nodded in agreement, their hearts warm with the love they shared. They knew that their story would inspire others to choose love and unity in the face of darkness. And so, Amankwo continued to thrive, its people living in harmony and peace. The tale of their triumph was told and retold, reminding everyone that love is the greatest power of all. To all our viewers, thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, no matter what challenges you face, always choose love, kindness, and unity. Together, we can overcome anything. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of love and courage. Until next time, stay united and spread love.